Coming to you direct from deep underneath your favorite Japanese wrestling arena, it's time for your high-speedy, strongly styled, fighting spirited, secret handshaking, wink wink nudge nudge, lethal dose of female professional wrestling, primarily in the land of shoguns and rising suns. It's time for you to remove your blindfold, accept a complimentary fruity drink that's totally not sus at all, and learn from our inside terminology, because you, our friends, have nearly willfully accepted the invite and have joined our Cult of Joshi. Now allow me to introduce you to your fighting spirited guides, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi, and here we are at the end of block action for the 5-Star Grand Prix.
End of days.
Oh my goodness. This final weekend, we got through it, the 2 days, each with 12 matches. It was crazy.
Bro.
There was so much on the line.
My God.
And it didn't all go the way we thought it would.
No. It went better.
It all turned out really great, actually.
It went better. It went more intriguing.
Yeah, it did go very intriguing.
I think there was some brave booking. I think there was some interesting booking.
Yeah.
I think there was some lapsed booking.
Yeah.
And,
there always is, right?
You know, so I think
unavoidable.
I think that everything together made some very interesting things.
I did too, and I'm very happy that we didn't end up with any kind of weird draw situations that would cause people to have more matches than they need, you know?
You mean
I was very worried.
You mean like last year?
Like last year, yes. But everything's figured out. We have our final 12, and we will get to that. But first, we need to talk about these last 2 nights at the 5-Star Grand Prix, because they were freaking insane.
Yeah, man, listen, it's holy crap. It was exciting and entertaining.
It was.
Both nights went incredibly quick.
Yeah, they were over in a flash, right?
To have so many matches, but to be so spectacular. It was so awesome. It was like the Tale of Two Kitties again, though, because you had Marigold having theirs on the other side, and you had Stardom, and if you wouldn't know that they were even close to being the same kind of thing.
Right.
They're like, Marigold was doing the one camera for the live one. Like,
yeah, I don't understand really where they're coming from on that.
It just makes no sense to me, because it's not like you don't have talented people.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll talk about Marigold. I'm not. This is all about, and I'm just gonna let you know, this is. It's not just a heavy Stardom show.
It's all Stardom.
It's all Stardom.
Like, that's all we're gonna talk about.
Listen, guys.
We gotta prepare for these 2 days from now.
These last 2 matches, these last 2 days have been spectacular.
Yes, and we have no time before the playoffs start, because they start 3 days after the block action ended.
And what's so funny is it's not even like spectacular in that, oh my God, we just watched this 35-minute amazing match. No, it was some really interesting shit.
It was, yeah. Like, there was no match that really stood out above all the others. It's like, wow, that was like the craziest match I've ever seen, sort of thing. But it was all very important.
Yeah.
And the stakes were there, and the girls really delivered.
And the potatoes, yeah.
We are gonna jump into it, starting at night 10 in the Yokohama Budokan, which was such a fun little show, like non-pay-per-view in Yokohama.
It looked really, really tight in there.
It did. They announced 1,293 fans.
My God.
For this show, which is a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people.
Like a sold-out Croken Hall.
And you could feel it. Like, the vibes were definitely there. I kind of wish it was switched, and, like, this night was in Hamamatsu, and then the final night was in Yokohama. But it was still...
Yeah.
Both nights were crazy and amazing. We started off this night with Red Stars B, Natsupoi versus Rion. No surprise here. Natsupoi getting the win in this one.
No surprise. I thought Rion was going to take this.
Rion staying at 0 points after this match because, you know...
But I thought it was interesting that we're starting this story, this chapter of the book, with Natsupoi
considering where we end up.
Yeah, just starting it out.
Yes. After that, in Blue Stars B, we had Hina go 1-on-1 with Momo Kogo, and kind of crazy, Momo Kogo rolling up Hina for the win here.
And again, Momo Kogo is going to be she's going to be part of another story later on.
Yes. We've got more stories than just... the 5-star
we've got our
on.
stories. I don't care what kind of narratives you've read in some hammy-shammy little rag somewhere.
100%. Yes.
Our stories
live in our head.
Yes.
And they're very real, okay?
And they normally come true.
Yes. After that, in Blue Stars A, Yuria Hime took on Saori Ano.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence for Yuria Hime.
For the greatness of Yuria, and my God, the wronging of Yuria.
She got tied up in the unknown and could not get out of it. So Sariano here having another wonderful performance. Just like after this match, she went to 11 points on the tournament. This was her final tournament match.
Sariano was always a glorious wrestler to us, and a glorious worker. But
there's just something about her.
But she also she wasn't never our favorite.
Right. She's not like the one that you're like clamoring for, right?
She was never our favorite, but she was always just amazing, in her presence, her aura, all the beauty, the
indomitable indeed.
Yeah, all this. And she's going against my indomitable girlfriend here, against Yuria. But at the same time, man, I'm coming out of this tournament. Usually it's a young girl.
Yeah.
Like a young girl meaning a new person. Soriano's not young enough.
Yes.
But normally it's some new person that's coming along. And you learn about them during the tournament and you fall in love with them all over again or for the first time during a tournament. But this time, Soriano is one of those stories for me during this tournament that she just turned it on.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Like, she's shown a lot of personality and just like fun side of herself in this tournament. Like, we've seen that out of her before, right? Like outside of Stardom.
Yeah.
But within the confines of Stardom, she's always been very stoic and very like, this is what I'm going to do in the ring and you're just going to deal with it.
Sometimes when people are on a team and there's somebody on that team that's like, think about like the Indiana Fever, right? In WNBA, you had Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And when Caitlin Clark goes down, then you have like Sophie Cunningham stand up. All of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, hey, look, there's Sophie Cunningham.
Right.
And she's doing amazing things, right? And you have Kelsey Mitchell. You have all these people stand up that you otherwise know, or they're there. And you're always like, yeah, I love
they're
Kelsey.
A good hand,
Kelsey's so good. She's so good. I think with Tam being gone, and I think with Poi doing Poi things.
Poi's on her own journey.
You have Soriano out over here like, oh, hey, this is me. I'm by myself. I'm a singles wrestler, Soriano.
And it's been so much fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. I'm down with that.
She's definitely been like getting those layups in over and over again during this tournament.
She's been violent.
It's been amazing.
And
her match with Bozilla still is one of my favorites.
Yeah, entertaining and violent. That's the two things I'm looking for.
Absolutely. So she went to 11 points after this win over Yuri Hime. This was her final tournament match. So she just had to sit back and wait to see, like, she'd already cinched playoffs here, but she just had to sit back and see next night where she would be placed. And I think she'll be pleased. After that, in Blue Stars A, Ruaka rolling up Miyu Amasaki for another win. Ruaka really showing off in this tournament and showing up for these matches.
You see what this is? This is my 40.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm tipping it to my homies. Because Big Kev.
Oh, Miyu.
The spirit and the memory of Miyu Amasaki. Dude, I feel kind of bad for Miyu Amasaki.
She didn't have as good of a tournament as I would have expected.
So I didn't feel as bad right here. Ruaka's been around. Ruaka's paid her dues.
Yeah.
She, she probably deserves her flowers, right?
Right.
Coming up.
I felt bad for Miyu when she lost in her hometown to Saida.
Coming up, I'm gonna give my 40 tip for Miyu Amasaki, and we got to give some Big Kev love.
Absolutely. After that match, we saw in Blue Stars A, Aya Sakura taking on Saida, and we got Saida with a big win here using a crazy looking brainbuster. Like, that's not a normal go-to move for her.
Yeah, if you'd have told us 1 year ago, you know what? When Saida faces Aya Sakura, you guys are going to be so excited. You're going to think, man, this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
And these are two of the toughest girls that are out there.
And it is.
They could beat anybody at any time.
They beat the
like
dog poop out of
It's like not on your bingo cards, but both of these ladies, holy crap.
They had a lot to prove in this match, I think, because neither of them had a ton of wins coming into this.
Well, Saida's like an old school den mother now. Like,
I know.
She's
like grown up so much since last year.
She's like one of the ones on the poster right now. If you had your poster of like your top 7 or something, I swear to God, I think she's on the poster.
I agree completely, because last year her story in the 5-star was underdog, right?
Yeah,
she didn't get a lot of wins, but people were constantly cheering for her. She comes in this year very in charge and like, I don't know, it's like you expect Saida to win these matches.
She's always been the pin eater in the past.
Yeah,
you know?
like not even 2 years ago.
No.
It was constant pin eating for Saida.
No, Wingori really brought her to prominence.
Yeah, she's got new gear. She's got even more muscles, I think, and new hair, and she just looks like a veteran.
She looks like a star.
She looks awesome.
Yeah.
And she got the win here, so good for her. After that, in Red Stars A, Waka Tsukiyama getting her first win of the tournament over Azusa Inaba with a very, very quick roll-up. She was just in desperation mode at this point, I think.
You know, let's do it.
Okay.
Waka, listen.
Didn't think you were going to do it.
Really? I always thought you were going to do it, Waka.
He believed in you, Waka. I'm sorry, I was just too invested in the story.
The Cult of Joshi believes in you.
She
was going for the underdog story.
She was.
And I believed in you the whole time.
Yes. We love Waka Tsukiyama here. And this was just surprising because Azusa had a fairly good tournament. Like, she did well for herself in this 5-star Grand Prix. And Waka was, I really thought the story was that she was just gonna go down every time. I'm sorry, Waka. I thought it was funny. But congratulations on this win. Next, in Red Stars A, B. Priestley versus Lady C. This was a good match. Like, these two really, like, Lady C needed this win, so she was very much hunting for it the whole time.
Again, B. Priestley has gotten better every match. Like,
she's shaking the rust off.
It's so weird. She's shaking the New York off.
Yeah.
It's like every match.
Finding the stardom in her again.
Every match, she's gotten a little bit more... Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, since that May Sayra match, it's like...
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Jesus.
Oh, look, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, she's got an down pentagram on her chest there.
Yes.
Like, you know...
Absolutely.
It's been awesome, man.
And it was cool to see this match because Lady C is more like... They're more of a the same size as each other, so it was more of a challenge, I think, for B to adjust to that. But Lady C tried her best. Unfortunately, didn't get her the win here. B. Priestley using the plan B to put Lady C away and stay in contention for the moment for the first seed in her block. However, that would quickly come to an end. Her hopes and dreams on that first seed.
Yeah, plan B aborted Lady C from the tournament.
Yes. B. Priestley did cinch the playoffs in this match, though. So she was sitting pretty going into the final night, not needing to worry. She's already in the final 3.
True.
For sure. After that, in Blue Stars B, Hanako took on Konami, and Hanako needed this win. Like, she was still hunting for the playoffs at this point.
Which is crazy.
She and Suri were tied for points.
Crazy.
Coming into this night, which is insane. So she desperately needed to beat Konami.
Way to go, Hanako.
In this match, and she tried her best. Her and Konami really just went at it in this match.
Yeah, man, Hanako is on another level right now.
Yeah, she's really, like, she's shown, we talked about how much we wanted to see her use her size and her brutality in this tournament, and she leaps and bounds, man. Like, it's night and day from what she was showing before the tournament started.
Yeah, she's definitely all business. I mean, gone are the days of flowers. I mean,
sure.
she is absolutely, on it.
Yeah, and Konami coming into this night was already eliminated from the possibility of the playoffs, so at this point, she's just trying to play spoiler and just
Konami don't give a shit.
Getting on people's nerves.
Konami's just here to whip people's asses.
Yes, and she did that in this match. She used a rear naked choke to tap Hanako out and end Hanako's dreams of going to the playoffs in this tournament.
One of my favorite matches is next.
Yes. Next, Red Stars B, Tomoka Inaba versus Natsuka Tora.
Again, two people that during this, we know what Tomoka has. And
yes.
we know
she's shown it
she's
from night
be
one.
Smoking every time, without stop. But Natsuka Tora, man, it's been a second since we've seen you. And it's nice to have you show up here because this tournament has been one of those times where you're seeing some really cool action.
Everyone's really shown up for this tournament.
Everybody.
They're like, we're Stardom. This is what we're all
when
about.
When Ruaka shows up,
it's game.
You know game is on.
Yes.
The great match.
Absolutely. So. And Tora still had the possibility of going to the playoffs in this match. She could have got to 10 points by winning this. Unfortunately, Tomoka Inaba in there, relentless, and used a knee bar to tap Natsuka Tora out. Natsuka Tora, of course, one half of the Goddess of Stardom champion. So, I mean...
It's going to lead to something.
The possibilities are endless, right? There's so many potential title shots coming out of this tournament, which is one of the things we love about it, right?
Yeah, but it don't usually happen like that in a tournament.
Yeah, that does not usually this many.
No, usually it's really pinpointed and it's getting ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Following that, in Red Stars B, we're heading into the final 3 matches of the night, which on both nights were kind of the matches to watch.
Arguably the worst tournament wrestler in the history of Stardom.
So Red Stars B, Starlight Kid versus Rena, and Rena was really hoping to cement her place in the top 3 through this match, and I'm sure she wanted a win over Starlight Kid because she is the Wonder of Stardom champion, and anyone wants to beat a champion, right, in this scenario to get a future title shot.
But I think the TLD gets you a title shot still.
I think so too, yes. These two went completely ham on each other. They did everything in their playbooks to try to beat this. Rena, with those 1 count spots, just killing me all tournament long. I love it so much. She's perfected it. Okay.
I mean, the fans were completely behind Rena in this match. Another thing. And, I think it's one of those things. It's easy. Starlight Kid is so, she's like eternal. She is forever going to be. So it's like when
people know Starlight Kid. When
you see Rena coming up, you're like, okay, yeah, this is fresh. I want this.
Yeah.
And Rena's amazing. And we've talked about it so much.
Nonstop, basically.
Pick any show from the vault.
Rena might have had the tournament run of the year.
Dude, when you take growth into consideration, from getting your chance finally to shine, they throw you the ball sometimes. It doesn't mean you know how to dribble.
Yeah, this is Rena's first 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah.
She went undefeated, like longer than anyone in her block.
Point guard.
And she, this is just like our thing, but she was on our thumbnail 3 shows in a row during this tournament. Like she's had a consistent, amazing performance throughout this tournament. And this time limit draw with Starlight Kid is just the cherry on top because put her at 9 points, which was over Starlight Kid's 8 points at this point.
If you put all the arena matches,
just amazing.
I
think she'll win an award at the end. I think maybe like MVP or something.
Outstanding performance.
Something like that. Because she deserves it.
She does.
She did amazing in this tournament. I'm so proud of her. After that, in the semi-main event in Red Stars A, Saya Kamatani took on Mei Seira. And of course, you guys know if you listen that we were very much hoping for Mei Seira to win this match and to get a World of Stardom championship shot. I guess that was too much to hope for out of the high-speed champion, like, booking-wise. Like, obviously, Mei Seira's perfectly capable of winning a match like this, right? Like, she's amazing.
We were dream booking a bit much.
And she showed it in this match. She kept up with Saya Kamatani. They had a crazy match. They really beat the crap out of each other. But Saya Kamatani and that Star Crusher just took Mei Seira down and kept Saya undefeated. Moved her up to 12 points, made it impossible for anyone to catch her in the block. She's first seed going into the final night for sure. So, it is what it is. Right. Mei Seira put on a great performance in this semi-main event, but unfortunately she wasn't able to get the job done this time.
And Saya still has one left.
Yes. And in the main event of Night 10 in Blue Stars B, we had Sari versus Momo Watanabe. Sari really, really needed to win this. She only had 7 points on the night. She needed these points going into the final night.
If you want to just enjoy something, the very fact of having Chi-Chi backing up and being in the corner for Sari. I love their combination together. And all the little stories start picking in your head at this point. You're thinking, well, you've got Sari's friendship and with Poi.
Yes.
And you still got Poi lingering in this tournament. You've got all these different battle formations, man. It's so cool seeing this. But then this match, dude.
Oh my gosh. This might be the best match of the tournament, just objectively, like, because one, these two wrestlers are insane and they will not let up and they do not pull their punches. And it showed. This was the most violent match of the tournament for sure, like hands down. Like you said, the combination of Chi-Chi and Miku Kanai versus Hate's minions there on the outside added just a wonderful little touch to the whole match. Like Chi-Chi jumping on Konami at every given chance was just so much fun.
Love it.
But at the end of the night, Momo Watanabe getting yet another taste of her own medicine here, accidentally, not accidentally so much as Sari with the heads up move, switching around so that Momo Watanabe took the spray paint to the face, and then Sari hitting her with the Uranage and getting the 3 count for the 2 points, and hoisting herself up above both Suzu and Momo Watanabe in the block. So she came out of this night on top after her first major loss that first night, right?
Big stuff.
So night 1 of the weekend was over, and I was at my board already, like I was like figuring shit out. I was like trying to figure out where we were heading.
You're at this board point. The whole time, dude.
There was so much going into night 2.
Raja, I had to shut her up. Like
he was like, "We need to go to bed.
Yeah,
Stop. We need to go to bed."
It was like so late, and she was like, "Yeah, but if this happens and this happens, but what about look at this, because if this goes here and this goes here, then and it was." At this point,
I love it.
I love hearing all of it.
Yes, but we were so tired.
But at this point, I was like, "Look, we have another show. Let's just wait for that other show."
I just wanted to know where we were and who was possibly still able to get in.
If you guys only knew. All right.
All right. So night 11 took place in Hamamatsu. They haven't posted the official the head count for this night, but it was packed. Okay, in this arena.
Yes, so, I think there was more people here.
Yeah, just as many fans, if not more, than the night before for this final night of block action, and it was a big one. So we started off the night in Blue Stars A, Yuria Hime versus Saya Ida. And when I tell you that this is one of my personal favorite matches of the tournament, and not because of anything spectacular that happened, but I think this is one of those matches that shows just how much storyline and like storytelling means to wrestling, because I was 100% invested into this. We're 3 months out from the day that Yuria Hime posted the picture of her busted up chest on Twitter and was like, I guess now I'm going to have to be a disciple of Saya Ida. And then shortly after that, she's talking about how she wants to prove herself so that she can be an asset to Stars in the future. She's gone through this tournament winless, and she's really tried very hard. And she got to this point, final night against Saya Ida. And man, they just had such a fun match against each other. They were back and forth. Of course, Yuria Hime trying to show what she'd learned and how much she'd grown with those chops. They're on the ground, rolling around, beating the crap out of each other. I think seeing Saya Ida in this position of senpai was just so magical for me. I don't know what it was, but she just played the role perfectly, I think.
That was a great match.
It was beautiful the way it played out. Unfortunately, Yuria Hime did not win the match. She ends the tournament with 0 points, which you expect out of someone as young as her, right? She's the only one from her class in the tournament.
But she did win in another way.
She did, yes. After taking a ridiculously hard lariat from Saida to lose this match, Saya got the microphone and officially invited Yuria Hime into Stars, which Yuria, of course, accepted.
Yes, at this point, I think Yuri's like, yeah, I proved myself.
So we have a new member of Stars. We're up to 4 now.
Yes.
Yuria Hime has a faction. I'm so happy for her.
She's part of the Hanan Stars.
I absolutely love Hanan over there, like kind of tearing up when Saida's talking to Yuria Hime.
What's her first new addition?
I know, it's her first like young girl since she took over. It's so exciting.
Yes, I'm excited
and this is like the first faction movement that we've seen since all of that happened. Like,
there's been nothing, man.
Since FWC left the Stars, there hasn't been anyone brought in or leaving from factions. So
I think we're getting ready to see some shakeups.
Yeah, it's nice to see a little movement there. It's
I
always
really
exciting.
believe shakeups are about to happen.
There's one major shakeup that I would love to see. But,
I know.
And so that was a fun way to start off the night. Following that in Red Stars B, we had Rion versus Tomoka Inaba. And unfortunately for Rion, she also ends her tournament winless with 0 points. Tomoka Inaba using those kicks to get the job done in this one.
And it was very what it should be.
Yes, it was. And Tomoka ending her tournament with 8 points. Not able to get to the playoffs, but still a respectable
great point total.
And a Wonder of Stardom title shot because she beat Starlight Kid on the first night. So Tomoka racking up this year. Following that in Red Stars A, Lady C took on Waka Tsukiyama in a pretty fun match. Waka trying to get things done as quickly as possible. She actually used a really quick backslide to pin Lady C and win. And she got 4 points.
4 points, Waka.
Yeah. It did not end up the way I thought, and I'm proud of you, Waka, for getting those wins.
Yeah, it's awesome. She's on a roll now.
She is, yeah. You got to use this momentum.
Dude, 2 single matches in a row?
Yeah, that's big for Waka.
Yeah.
There was a point where she got no wins, and like when she did get a win, Micah didn't see it. It was like a whole thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, she had the storyline of not having wins.
Yeah.
So,
but now 2 wins in a row.
It's a big deal. Big time Waka.
It's big time Waka. After that, in Blue Stars A, we had Aya Sakura versus Miyu Amasaki. And I believe you have some feelings about this match.
This match, listen, I'm all about the growth of Aya Sakura, and I'm so proud of what she's done. And, she looked fantastic.
Yeah.
But really, man, Miyu Amasaki.
It's a little weird, isn't it?
Miyu Amasaki has on the outside.
Yeah.
She has everything, right?
Yeah.
She has the looks. She has the DDTs. She has the group.
She has a moveset.
She has the group. She has all of it. And, she's really been there, man. She's put the work in.
Yeah.
She's done what she needed to do. I really thought, this is going to, and it was interesting to me, like when she loses to Aya Sakura.
Yes.
And when she does lose, and it's a slip over, but when she does lose, I'm imagining at that point, wow, and Aya Sakura does the thing where you always walk over to the opponent, and man, I'll tell you, Miyu Amasaki was having none of it.
Yeah, she was not happy about this.
She kind of smirked. She's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all
gotcha.
right, asshole.
She touched her Sendai Girls Junior Championship.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, whatever, peace out. It was a little crazy. Like, I thought Miyu was going to win this for sure.
Yeah.
But Aya Sakura coming up with another win in her tournament, so good for her.
Yeah, she done. She had a good tournament as well.
She did. She had a good little run there at the end.
Yeah.
After that, in Blue Stars B, we had Suri's final match of the tournament against Momo Kogo. So, in Suri's mind, a bit of an easy last night, right?
Yeah, and what I was talking about earlier about the Chi-Chi thing, and it kind of went away before I got to finish the thought, is the fact that some of the weirdness of this whole tournament is just hearing Suri being booed out of the building.
Yes.
And because you don't normally hear that, even with the heels, you don't normally hear such an incredible amount of hate.
Absolutely.
And it's just the boos and yeah, of course you're having fun. You're wrestling, whatever. This is my heel. But dude.
But in Japan it doesn't sound like that.
It's not even down the middle. I mean, it's boo, hiss, get out of my...
Against Momo Watanabe, it was very apparent. Like, they were not happy anytime Suri got some offense.
So, Suri is playing it up perfectly.
Oh, yeah. She's leaning into it.
She didn't let up at all, because after this match, her comments...
Holy crap. Okay, so to watch this match is to watch a car wreck in Momo Kogo's case, and I guess you kind of expect that coming into this match, but it was a little more, like, vicious than I expected, especially right at the end. It seemed like Suri was like, okay, I'm done now, and like hit the disgusting Uranage on Momo Kogo to win the match. Just kind of sat on her face. Like, I was like, okay, what was that? So Suri really healing it up, goes to the back, talks in her backstage comments, basically said, I know I didn't have to use the Uranage to beat Momo Kogo, but I did it to make an example of her. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
People don't usually just say that.
No, not usually. And she's just a great heel, man.
She is. She has been the villain of this whole tournament, which has kind of made it more exciting, honestly, to have that person in there.
And it kind of goes back to what she was talking about beforehand. You know, it's really harkening back to a time when it was true heels and true baby faces. And
yeah, it's almost like the feeling you get when you watch the interpromotional stuff back in All Japan. But Suri is an outsider, right? She's a freelancer, so she's not a Stardom talent in the fans' eyes or in the girls' eyes. And usually we see this place in the tournament usually filled by like gaijins, right?
Yes.
So like Americans will come in and it's like, you're coming in and facing our Stardom girls, our Japanese girls. But this is Suri, and she's beloved in all of Joshi wrestling, right? She wins awards constantly for her booking and for her matches. She's amazing. But that all takes a back seat when you talk crap on our promotion.
Right.
So it's just been a wonderful little ride with her, and it's not over because homegirl's in the playoffs, obviously.
No, it's very interesting, man.
So we're definitely...
I love it.
We're definitely going full bore into the tournament after the tournament with this Suri story. And I think it's going to get even more interesting.
Me too.
From here.
Me too.
Following that, in Blue Stars B, Hanako took on Hina. Hanako, once again, needed the points from this win. She did not get them. Hina, with her frog splash, man... This was a struggle bus of a match. Like, everything felt like a struggle between these two, which was really cool. Like, they were just fighting it out the whole time.
They were.
Hina having to overcome the size difference. She got a slam on Hanako that looked crazy. But she did use the frog splash to beat Hanako and get 2 points for herself, even though she wasn't anywhere near the playoffs at this point. But it was still a cool match.
It was a really good match.
And I think Hanako probably wanted that win over the future Stardom champion.
You know it.
But not getting it done here and ending her tournament at this point. So that was fun. Following that, we got into some more stakes matches. The last few here are all important.
Big time.
Starting when Blue Stars B, much to my shock coming into this night as I'm looking at scenarios, Rana Yagami still having a very small chance of making her way into the playoffs when she goes against Suzu Suzuki. You know, I was rooting for it to happen.
I knew every scenario Rana had to make it.
and listen, obviously, Rana Yagami did not beat Suzu Suzuki in this match. She did not win. She's not going to the playoffs, but she kicked out of the tequila shot, and I think that that's all the win you need in the world.
Yeah.
When you're Rana Yagami.
even Suzu's face when she did kick out.
The kick out, Suzu's sitting there with that look and then slowly turning around to look at Rana like she's so impressed.
It was amazing.
That Rana got this kick out. It was really great. She did beat her with the German suplex hold shortly after that. So Suzu Suzuki securing her spot in the playoffs with this win. Following that, in Red Stars A, Yuna Mizumori took on Hanan. Hanan coming in needing this win because she's had a couple of draws, a couple of losses in the tournament so far. So she needs this to leapfrog Mei Seira in points and make it into the finals.
Oh, boy, I was worried.
Me too.
I mean, Yuna gave everything. We've talked about it on here before, Yuna being Stan Hansen, and she did not disappoint.
Oh, the Lariats were there.
She was Stan Hansen and Terry Gordy and everybody all together.
She was, and this was such a desperately fought match that it was very clumsy. Like, they were scrambling the whole time to try to get one over on each other because they were so intent on winning. And thankfully, for us at least, Hanan using the 17 to pin Yuna Mizumori and make herself win her spot in the playoffs in Red Stars A.
Way to go. I mean, it was awesome match. It was just the struggle.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about, it was such a struggle between the two of them, and so many things in the match just was like, oh, wait, what? That's not.
It's like, what's happening?
You're used to such fluidity out of Hanan.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I think she was worried just as much as we were that she wasn't going to get this win, but she did it.
Yes,
she's going to the playoffs. After that, in Red Stars B, Sayaka Kurara takes on Azumi in a fabulous match.
One of my favorite matches of the entire tournament.
Yes, definitely of the weekend. This match was so much fun.
This is one of those. Sayaka Kurara's not had the greatest tournament, and we know that. We've talked about it, and and she's been lost. She needed something. We said she needed something, and one of those things she needed was a signature win.
Definitely, because Sayaka Kurara had so much behind her last year, and now she's in this position where both Aya Sakura and Rana Yagami have sort of bested her in their performances in the tournament. So Sayaka Kurara kind of lagging behind her class, which isn't the norm for her.
No.
But she came in here against Azumi. She showed all of the heart and the passion in the world. She hit those spears like it was the last thing she was going to do. There was a violet shooting knee that looked like it clonked Azumi.
It did.
Absolutely threw her for a loop.
It was a great match, and it was a very surprise, finish.
It was, because you got the short spear, right out of the gate, and then Sayaka flipped Azumi over into the jackknife, which is difficult to get out of, but Azumi did not kick out, and Sayaka Kurara got the win here over Azumi.
Awesome match, though.
Which is crazy.
I would go back and watch this one. If you haven't watched any of this, that was a really good match. Sayaka Kurara had one of their best matches, one of her best short matches
100%. And Sayaka Kurara potentially making a case for a purple belt match in the future by beating Azumi. Following that, in Red Stars B, we had what was probably the highest stakes match of the night because it was a win and you're in, lose and you're out scenario. And that was the only one of these that we had all night. So I'm surprised this wasn't at least semi-main. It was third from the top. So this was Natsupoi versus Starlight Kid. They both came into this match with 8 points. There were already 2 people in the block with 9 points. So whoever wins this goes to 10. Gets first seed. Whoever loses stays at 8 and is out of the playoffs. That's how big of a match this was.
Crazy.
And they showed it because they went 100 miles an hour straight out of the gate. Starlight Kid on that knee as quickly as she possibly can be. Natsupoi flipping the switch a little early, like earlier than she usually does, to try to get one over on Starlight Kid here. And the finish was so crazy because not only did Natsupoi use the fairy ring, the rolling roll up,
right,
to pin Starlight Kid. After the 3 count, she kind of held her there for another few seconds.
Another 5 seconds at least.
It was a little like, gotcha.
Yeah. No, it was a beautiful match. And like you said, it's so weird to have, you can win and be in first place. You lose, you're not in at all.
No, and after this match, of course, after every match that decided the top 3, they would announce it. Ando doing the announcement for the top 3 of the block.
And the girls did such a great job of listening.
Yes, they all stop and listen, and of course, Natsupoi's first.
Yeah.
Then Azumi's second, and then as soon as he read Rina at third, Starlight Kid threw a fit.
Yeah.
She was not happy, which is understandable because she's out of the playoffs after this one loss when she was so close.
As the white belt champion.
And of course, Natsupoi beating her, but I don't think Natsupoi has eyes for the white belt right now.
But regardless, the white belt's there.
It is. There are a few people who have a case for a white belt match, which Starlight Kid struggles in these tournament situations sometimes. And she did really good this year. It wasn't anything like 2023 where she was so frustrated and just continuously was losing matches. She really put in a great case for herself this year, but she just could not get it done there at the finish line.
Agreed.
She sort of tripped up and Natsupoi overtook her, took first place. After that, in the semi-main event in Blue Stars A, we had Bozilla versus Ami Sourei. And this match was kind of like for bragging rights, right? Because these two are already in the playoffs. They're 100% in. The choice here is either Bozilla wins, gets to first place, or Ami Sourei wins, and Bozilla gets knocked down to third place, while Ami's at second, and Sariano's at first.
And it's one of those that Raja called the first time these two wrestled.
Yeah, I was like, that's the story of that block right there.
Yeah, she's like, well, Ami Sourei just lost. Ami Sorei's going to come back and win in the tournament.
Yep, and we went into this match, they did all of the things you expect of them as two bigger girls, right? They did all the shoulder tackling, all the big moves, all the slams. They were just beating the crud out of each other. Ami Sourei kicking out of that styles clash that led to her loss in Korakuen Hall from Bozilla. So that was a big moment for her. And eventually she was able to lift the mighty Bozilla and hit like a thunderbolt to win this match. And that means they end the tournament tied at 10 points, but Ami Sourei gets the tiebreaker, so she's second seed, Bozilla's third seed. Sariano over the top with 11.
Crazy.
Absolutely insane. And that brings us to our main event of night 2, the final block match of the entire tournament. In Red Stars A, Saya Kamatani versus B. Priestley. And at first, we thought that this would be for first seed because we thought Meiseiru was going to beat Saya Kamatani, but it wasn't for first seed. This was kind of just the big, like, I'm facing the world champion match, right?
Right.
Because they both are already in the playoffs. There's no worry about that with a loss. They're just fighting for bragging rights here.
And B. Priestley's fighting for a shot at the red belt.
Absolutely. And this got awkward there in the middle.
Yeah.
There was like a moment when they're on the outside where B. Priestley chucked a water bottle, completely missed Saya and hit a fan. And then Saya Kamatani trying to like bring it back to do her chair spot, can't get the chair in the ring.
Yeah.
And like for a few minutes after that, the crowd's completely silent and it was kind of weird, but it didn't take away from the match that much, right?
No.
It was still a great match.
It'll make you remember it.
Yes, and you could tell they were both like they were like, oh no, things are going wrong.
We never saw the fan.
No, we didn't see the fan who
the
got
fan
it.
could be dead now. We have no idea.
B. Priestley's pretty strong. Like, props to B as well for bringing a different set of gear for every match.
Yes.
In this tournament. Like, we saw it before with our girl, and now B. Priestley, like...
Yeah, no, it was awesome gear, too.
Different gear every night. She saved the red gear just for Saya Kamatani.
Oh, it was great.
But this match was really a lot of fun, and it ended with just a glorious, glorious move. You know, the Japanese Ocean Cyclone Suplex. You love to see it when someone's brave enough to pull it out. It looks like it freaking hurts, dude.
It does. It always has looked that way.
Yeah, I was worried a little about Saya after she took this. Bea Priestley getting the pin and letting her go. You know, you get crunched right on the shoulders and neck with this move. You're up so high on the shoulders of the other person. So,
but it was great though to see and Bea Priestley securing, you know, what would have to believe a red belt title shot.
Oh, absolutely. She beat the champion and broke Saya Kamitani's undefeated streak and her singles win streak in Stardom.
Going back to last year?
Yeah, like the only singles match Saya's lost this year is the one to Kohaku and Wave, but she hasn't lost in Stardom until this point. So Bea Priestley coming in as someone who hasn't been in Stardom in years and beat the big champion, like that's going to come back around.
Oh, you know it.
100%.
You know it.
But they're both in the playoffs, so we now get to talk about the final 12 and where we are. Let's just take a little look-see at the final standings, shall we?
Yes.
Red Stars A, we ended up Saya Kamitani with 12, Bea Priestley with 10, Hanan with 9. Then the rest of the girls, Mei Seira ends with 7, Azusa Inabu 6, Lady C, Yuna Mizumori, and Waka Tsukiyama all get 4.
Red Stars B, you had Natsupoi at 10 points. Ooh. What about that? Azumi 9, Rina 9, Tora at 8, Starlight Kid 8, Tomoka Inaba 8. Look at all that. So crunched up there.
So crunched up.
Sayaka Kurara ends up with 4 and Rion with a goose egg.
Then in Blue Stars A, we have Saori Ano at the top with 11, Bozilla and Amisori tied at 10, Saya Ida at 8, Ruaka at 7, Miyuo Masaki at 6, Aya Sakura at 4, and Yuria Hime at the bottom with 0.
And ending it out with Blue Stars B, we have the Evil Sari with 11, Suzu Suzuki with a hell of a tournament and 10 points, Momo Watanabe with 8, Hanako with 7, way to go Hanako, Rana with 6, Hina with 6, Konami with 6, and Momo Kogo with 2.
Whew. It was a crazy tournament.
It really was.
There was so much happen that I didn't think would happen, and I'm so proud of everyone. They did such a good job. But we're heading into the final 2 nights of the tournament. Starting on August 20th, we will have the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. So every first seed gets a bye. So 4 people will have to fight twice on August 20th because there will be 4 matches, and then the winners of those 4 matches will face the first seeds on the same night. And then on August 23rd, we'll have the semifinals and the finals, just like every year.
So what we have for you is our picks, and we
got our brackets.
We invite you to give us your picks as well in the comments 100%. And let us know what you think. But we're going to give our picks, and we haven't seen each other's picks for the playoff version of this.
We have not. So we're going to start on the left side.
Match.
Let's start on the left side of the tournament, okay, with Blue Stars, on the left side of the bracket, with Blue Stars. Up at the top, we have our first match, Suzu Suzuki taking on Bozilla 1-on-1. So I personally chose Bozilla to win this match and go on to face Saori Ano in the next round.
So Suzu's been so good at this, and you also got to think Suzu's a team captain, right?
She is.
So
it's Mavita Loca versus Mavita Loca, right?
Yeah. So obviously Bozilla's going to win. I'm with you.
Well, thank you. Then the other match on this side, Amisori versus Momo Watanabe, the winner going on to face Sari. So I picked Momo Watanabe to win this match.
So I would have picked that in any other scenario because of having it come back again with Momo versus Sari for another time, right?
Yeah.
Because that makes a lot of sense. But what makes more sense to me is Amisori winning because I need to see Sari go to the finals.
Yes.
And for another story.
Right.
So I feel like you can't have her beat Momo twice in a row.
It would be hard, right? To have her beat Momo twice. Maybe I just really want to see that match.
I don't know. I think it's going to be Amisori versus Sari.
It very well could be, and it could be due to more of the hate interference that we've seen regarding Momo Watanabe.
Right.
Like, that's totally a possibility.
That could be your story finally coming out. You think that, Momo Watanabe has to be close to hate dissolving in that capacity.
Yeah.
So that could be your story.
Right. So on the Red Star side for this round of the tournament, the first match we have is Azumi versus Hanan. So the winner of this will go on to face Saya Kamitani, which is a big ask. But I picked Hanan to win this match. kind of surprising myself on that one.
Yeah, I think Azumi's going to win.
Yeah, that's the smart choice, 100%.
And then it gives us Azumi versus Saya Kamatani, which has so much to it.
It does. And very Queen's Questy, right?
I think Azumi's going to beat Hanan on this. I think Azumi's going to... she's on a roll, dude.
I like your pick better, honestly. Like, I picked Hanan just because, I don't know, I just felt like that was the way to go.
Hey, listen, I'm happy either way.
Then the final match in this round will be B. Priestley versus Rena, and the winner of this will go on to face Natsupoi. So I picked B. Priestley to beat Rena. Unfortunately, Rena had such a good tournament. But I think it'll probably end here with B.
Yeah, all good things come to an end. I believe B. Priestley also beats Rena. I want to see B versus Poi just for the violent fan in me.
Oh my God. It's going to be crazy. So going back to the other side, next round, we'll have Sariano versus Bozilla, which we both picked Bozilla to be in this match. So a little rerun of their draw from earlier in the tournament, which was one of the best matches of the tournament for these two. A lot of fun. I picked Bozilla to go on from this match with the win.
Yeah, I picked Sariano.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Sariano's going to...
That's interesting.
She's going to beat Bozilla and it's also to do with the story. It's who we're going to have in these Final Four.
Yeah. The Final Four is really important, right? I just feel like Bozilla's such a presence that it's hard to deny.
It is, but we have found ways around her.
We have.
And if there's ever someone out there that can find a way around something...
Yes. And you remember, Sari was like, I'm Sariano.
Yeah, because they've already had that throwdown with one another.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that happened afterwards and the shenanigans, I just think that's too good to pass up.
I totally agree. It would be really cool for Sariano to win this match. At the bottom, I have Momo Watanabe versus Suri. And I picked Suri to beat Momo again and go on to the next round.
So we have the same pick.
Right.
So Suri's going to win either way.
Right, but you have her beating Amisori in this round.
Yeah.
Then we'll have Saya Kamatani, and in my case, she'll be facing Hanan. And I picked Saya Kamatani to go to the Final Four.
Again, same here. Saya versus Azumi, but Saya Kamatani is going to beat Azumi.
And then on the bottom, we have B. Priestley versus Natsupoi, which we both picked. And I think Poi will go on to face Saya in the semifinals.
Exactly. we have the same finals there because I have Poi beating B. Priestley.
All right. So we almost matched on the Final Four. I have a feeling we might have the same final picked. In my case, my Blue Star semifinal is Bozilla versus Suri, which I think will be a crazy match. Like, I just imagine it and I love it. But I do think Suri will end up in the finals of the 5-Star Grand Prix.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be Suri versus, Sariano, and you're going to have Poi visible.
Like watching?
Because she can't be in a corner.
No.
Considering.
Yeah. She can't pick.
So she has friendships on both sides. And I think that makes it super freaking interesting. Mm-hmm. And Suri's going to win, but I think there's going to cause a little bit of dissent.
Ooh. A little problem there with Sariano and Natsupoi?
Yeah.
Interesting. And then on the other side, Saya Kamatani versus Natsupoi. A little rematch, if it happens, from their red belt match. And I think Poi will use that vitriol to beat Saya Kamatani in this match and go to the final.
I think that we see Tam lower out of the cylinder in this match.
Darby Allin style.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like, her angelic presence fills the arena.
Right.
But Poi's going to beat Saya Kamatani.
Oh, so we've got the same final.
Yeah, it's a very Sariism final.
Sari versus Poi, best friends, 1-on-1 for the title, the 5-Star Grand Prix title here. And Poi, of course, beating Saya in that semifinal would give her another red belt match, right?
Yeah.
She's already there. She's already got what she wants. And going against Suri, oh god, Poi versus Suri, I can't even think about the match because it scares me so much. These two are so similar in their violent nature that it freaks me out.
So, before you say your pick, Poi is Stardom.
Yes.
We've said it before.
She is.
This has been a battle against Stardom. Mm-hmm. This is our tournament.
It is. Yeah, 100% it is, but Suri's going to win.
So, Natsupoi's obviously going to win.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is where I struggled so much. I sat here for a long time before we started recording, looking at this bracket because of this final. Because I'm like, do they just hand it to Suri because you have that opportunity to give Suri in the books the 5-star Grand Prix win?
No.
And Poi's already got the red belt match. And if Poi wins this, she could have an IWGP title match. Like, she could have she beats every champion throughout the 5-star, every single one, Wonder, World, IWGP. That's just the Poi run here in the 5-star Grand Prix.
We just make her Ultimo Dragon and say the hell with it.
Just give her all the belts. Just do it now.
No, I think that that Poi wins this, or something happens with like Soriano.
I want Poi to win. I want Natsupoi to win this tournament, but I have such a hard time picking over Suri, which is a problem. It's a me problem.
I can see Natsupoi winning this. I honestly can see Tam coming and being in her corner.
Yeah. I mean, I can see Tam showing
something
up.
crazy like that happening. Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's really a toss-up. Like, as we've seen throughout this tournament, literally anything could happen.
I mean,
on our way.
Kamatani could just mop the floor with everybody, and none of this could happen.
Rena could run through.
But I feel like
anything.
I feel like story-wise, if you want to give us all the drama, you give us Poi having her two best friends, one inside Stardom, one outside Stardom. You give us, just the insanity of Saya Kamatani and the whole thing, the relationship with Poi versus Tam, right? Mm-hmm. Everything. This is all the story. Poi is the main character here.
Yeah.
Because you have the battle with everything that hate has done and destroyed her life and destroyed her friendships.
Right.
And then all her friends are intertwined in this main event. How the can Poi lose?
Okay, you've convinced me. We're going to have a We Are Stardom 5-star Grand Prix, and we're going to beat the Big Devil Suri here in the main, and Poi's going to win it all, and she's going to go on and become the red belt champion.
But on the other end.
Unless.
On the other end of things. How the fuck can she win everything? And, like there has to be something left. You're right.
Oh my gosh. Like, so many people think Suri's going to win this tournament. Like, that's been the pick since the beginning, right? Like, everyone's like, Suri's in your tournament. You're going to give her the trophy, right?
Right.
But what if?
What if?
What if Stardom prevails? What if the boos prevail? What if Natsupoi comes out on top?
Listen, you've already caused one bleep in this because we're so frustrated.
I don't even remember cussing.
No, it was me.
Oh.
It was me. And I only put the F-bombs in special places. And that is one of these places because it's such a great story.
Yeah.
That I have to see it happen.
I have a feeling these last two nights, and they're a week apart, which kills me because in between this, okay, you got to believe on the 20th, one of the undercard matches will be the qualifier for Forbidden Door. So that's happening at the same time with people who presumably are not in the playoffs or don't have matches that night, probably. So it can't be Azumi or Momo Watanabe. They've got matches. They could potentially wrestle twice that night, right? And it has to be this night because it's the only show they have left before Forbidden Door, right?
Right.
Unless they just choose someone to send on the 24th, they might do that.
Yeah.
They might not have a match. They never said. They haven't said anything.
Right,
yet.
right.
And then a week after the 20th or not even a week, 3 days after the 20th on the 23rd, you have the finals. It's too much. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
This weekend's insane. Insane. This whole weekend.
I mean, for many reasons.
Like, we've got our own stuff going on.
Yeah.
We've got this. We've got Forbidden Door.
We have to travel for wrestling, for my wrestling. We have Forbidden Door. We have all of this going on.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So we'll have the 20th, then the early morning of the 23rd, then the night of the 23rd, we have to drive a lot of hours to get to a wrestling show, drive back.
8 hours.
Next day, we will have to get ready for Forbidden Door, which is in the afternoon because it's in England. So,
then we'll be dead.
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
We'll be absolutely dead.
But you know what we're gonna do as well? We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this final, these shows. We're gonna cover it all.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a show in between the 20th and the 23rd.
Oh yeah.
because none of us are going to be right about this bracket, and we're going to have to change things.
Yeah, no, it's going to be crazy, and that's what we live for.
That's what we live for.
Because we're wrestling fans, and that's what we do.
Yes.
And that's the spirit of Joshi.
That's the Cult of Joshi, right?
It is the Cult of Joshi.
We're deep in the Cult of Joshi.
We are very much.
So make sure
rambling.
you're following us on our socials at Cult of Joshi, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Leave us a comment what you think's going to happen, where you think this is going to go, who you think's going to win the big one and become the 5-star Grand Prix champion this year. We love to hear your thoughts. But for now, that's all we have for you. So I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye.
Bye.